How are y'all doing today? Gunther the Bold, Gunther the Great, whatever I'm gonna change it to sooner or later. Um, I wanted to demonstrate one of the new free games. I might make these like if I do a free game, I might do it like a one-off, like play it once and be done. Um, but if you guys want me to play a game more than once, comment, like, subscribe, etc., I'll try and check on my phone or my laptop. I haven't been making a lot of videos. A lot of them have been live because of internet problems. This one won't be. This one will be not live. So I wanted to show off this game. Somebody actually suggested me to show off the game. I enjoy it. I've been playing it. Um, Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I hope that did not capture. It probably did. I did that once and somebody was like, oh yeah, it's on your mic, and I was like, shit. Anywho, so this is like a Dark Souls-esque game. I'm super excited about it because everybody has their own like fighting styles. This is like a fighting game. You get your character, you get all these masks and stuff, and I've beaten the game, so it's a bit different for me, but you basically like you beat the game and then it tells you to restart, and it doesn't give you a lot of context, but the more you play the game, the more you kind of learn about the history of the area. But you kind of start off in an area like this is like the main HUD. There's like 2-3 different places to go, and that's about it. It's a small game. If you're really wanting to run through it, you could probably get it done in a day, probably less than a couple hours. But the fun doesn't really stop there. You also you can meditate, and this is the best way I can show you about all the combat. So it shows me like what I am. I'm an Absolver. I haven't prestiged yet, so I'm not a student or a master. I've got my 5 ability shards, which allow me to do certain specific things. And you get your combat deck. And so you can get like a couple of them, and right now I'm doing all of the school combat decks due to the fact that I'm missing the last 3 in the combat deck. And when I finish, I'm going to exit out of this like school and make my own stuff. So right now my combat style is the stagger style. You can change it. I've only unlocked the Forsaken, which is your parry moves, and I actually like stagger style, so I'm going to stay with it. I actually kind of like it. You get all these different moves, and they show you everything here. And then there's gestures and emotes you can do. And there's like a lot of respect in the game when you fight, which is really interesting. And so I can go ahead and hit practice. And so it gives you a dummy to fight with. And I can show you here that everything flows into everything else. You've got that dial, the diamond in the bottom center, shows you your stance, and it tells you like what you switch to, what you transition to, all the different moves you can do, what goes where, how much damage it does, and if it's good for the deck or not. So you can go in, and that white bar you just saw, that's my stamina. When you run out of stamina, of course, you're kind of stuck. You've got your block, and then this is my special ability. I've got these different things I can do that are like, oh, if he's punching to the right, I just dodge it and attack. And then you go right into your moves. And you can do all sorts of stuff. And right now, I'm choosing the drunken style, stagger style. As you can see, my character looks like he's a little tipsy. But it's basically the origination of this style. It was actually Jackie Chan who created it when he did the Legends of the Drunken Master movie. And so it's just a style that I've seen everywhere else. He has actually done it a couple of times in a different movie, and then you see it all over the place. It's shown in all kinds of different ways. And I'm gonna go ahead and like run around first, and then I'll get into a couple matches. And I'm gonna go ahead and get a little timer out, because I always like to time these things for like 30 minutes or so. Yeah, cool, got one for 30. And I just think it's one of the coolest things ever to have this. And so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna exit, and I'm gonna show you kind of what happens around in the world of Absolver. So you go out normally, I think, which way is it, the first one? First one is left? Left. Something like that. Yes, this is the way I'm supposed to go. So you go this way first, supposedly. Because I did it kind of backwards, and I didn't even realize it. And then I beat the boss, and I was like, oh, that's the wrong boss. So you go over here, supposedly. Right? Is this the right way? Yep. Central Harbor. So yeah, this is the right way. We may or may not experience players. PlayStation's been a little down, so you may not see outside world player action. But for me, I always attack them. See, this is an NPC. And so you get into these fights with these NPCs. And you can change your stance. So like change it right there. And if you saw that, that was showing me that I learned a move. So the more moves you dodge, the more moves you land and the more moves you dodge, the more you'll actually learn them, which is interesting. So you can learn moves from other classes. So like, oh, see, now that was me being a derp. Of course, there's no. The only thing that it penalizes you for dying is that if you're in the middle of a match, you lose what you were supposed to learn. And also, I've got specials, so I've got a heal, I've got my weapon, and I've got my other one, which is a special ability, which I might change once I finish up my school or whatever it is, and I become a follower or whatever. Bye. Oh. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, there we go. Normally there's like a couple guys over here. Hopefully there's like more than one. So you can, these guys are easy. I've always had a problem. I can actually show you if I ever, once I get to them. I actually have a problem with one of the guys. So there are 6 bosses to the game. Oh, this is a guy. Let me see if I can get him to fight me. Come on. Show me your moves. Let's go. Whoa. Why am I locked out of combat? Anywho. These guys seem to be beginners, because that's the clothing I wore when I begun. Oh. Get him right out of here. Alright. You next. And then you give them a bow. Oh. You wanna go? This guy looks like he might, oh no, he's not. So I've never seen that mask before. Hey, no we don't stop the fight here. You got a sword, I got a sword now. Let's go. Alright, fine. So that's basically kind of how combat goes. You always give them the courtesy of picking them back up after. You don't just kind of leave them there. It's a butt move and nobody likes it. You trying to come fight me again? What's up with you? Alright. I thought this guy was... Is he wanting me to follow him? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you can see your health does not like regenerate in this game. So I have to go this way anyway. Head to my destination. I can't show you any of the bosses because I've already beaten them, so I'll leave that to you. There's a couple of ways to get masks and stuff. I haven't figured them out. I found some of the masks, so this is one of them. And I think the other ways you can do it is you beat the people in the game. And I'll have to look, like, you could look it up on YouTube and it'll tell you, like, oh, you're supposed to do this and this and this. So right now, oh, hello. Ooh. You can also like feint moves, which is convenient. That's one of my friends. I don't know if it'll show up on the video. See, and I got knocked out. I'm not really paying attention. No matter what level you are, these guys can still get you pretty good. And I actually think that was a late reaction for his message, which is weird. Alright, let's go. Round 2. Jeez, this is a hard NPC. Alright, let's... Jeez, I can't get it moving. Oh, and he just knocked me off. Or not. I don't know what that was. See, this is hard. Or not. How could you just not for a moment? I can't see the camera! Oh, it's the same dude. Or he's got my sword. Let's go, bro. I'm lagging a little bit. You can see my hits aren't quite connecting. And then you give them the little... Oh, he did that. Okay. Well, that's okay. We don't actually have to. And then I just collected my sword, which allows me to... What the heck? Is that a player? No, it's just some dude. Okay. Well, come at me. You gonna go? As you can see, I'm lagging way too much, which has been a problem for me for a little bit. I don't quite like that. It messes up your mojo. If you lag in this game, it sucks. So, I'm gonna keep going and show you the first area and the second area and everything. I'm not gonna spend my time waiting on this, because we need to get to that fighting, right? This is one of the areas. You run through here, you go over here. There's a couple of guys. Where do I go after this? I think it's this way. See, and then there's another meditation thing, and this guy's supposed to teach you how to do your schools. So you go up here. Is it over here? No. Where are you supposed to go? I always forget. Oh yeah, it is this way. I'm right. I'm right. No, I don't want to fight. Hey! I don't want to fight! Or how about we not? How about we not? How about you give me some breathing space? Right. It's supposed to be over here. I just don't remember where. Where is it? Okay, no. I can't remember where it is. For the life of me. Oh, there it is. How much time? Yeah. So I'm gonna show you this first area. And then I'll show you the second area, and I think we'll have like 10 minutes left after that. See, you've got this first area over here. Roslyn Coliseum. It loops around. This is the first boss area, but I think I like the second boss area a pinch better. I've always liked it. Now that I know where I'm going, Jeebus. Alright. I'm just gonna keep running. So you get the picture. Also, there's no fast travel in this game, so I have to run from place to place. So I'll show you the second area, and then from the second area we'll kind of do our thing. I'll show you a boss fight, one of the mini ones, because you get these mini bosses, and there's one in an area that's like super duper easy. He's not too hard. Get a lot of guys in the Central Harbor area. And you can see the shards on my back are how much like energy I have. So right now I have enough to activate any of my abilities, but each one has a specific cost. The sword costs the most, but you can also like, you can bank it back in if you still care. If you're carrying your sword, you can unequip it and you'll get your stuff back, or from its timer or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and explore the second area. I'll leave the first area to, I mean the third area to your imagination. So you go through here to what's called the hunting grounds. Past the hunting grounds into the fog area. And you get items and stuff from fighting certain characters and fighting other actual people and things like that. So nobody ever looks the same, especially the fact that you can color the armor and everything. So nobody will have the same armor. Oh, he went in meditation, but I'm just gonna borrow that for a minute. I'm just going to borrow that. Sometimes there aren't enemies, sometimes there are. It just depends. It really does. I don't like that part of it, where they're not there, and it's like they were there, but they're not. And then maybe when everything goes back up, I'll do another Monster Hunter and show off the Dante armor and the USJ armor if I ever get to that, which I may or may not, because I've been working a bunch. So you go to the Forgotten Temple, get over here. There's normally a guy right over here. Oh, there is. Hey, dude. You want to let me smash? Yeah, I'm lagging big time. Big time lags. Yeah, I'm lagging so much. Whoa! That's a player. He thinks he can get the drop on me. I'm lagging, I can still kick his butt. What the heck was with that guy? He just came out of nowhere and tried attacking me. Yeah, see, I'm lagging. You gonna revive me, or are you just gonna run around like a weirdo? Yeah, he's a butt. How about we do a fair fight? What just happened? I had to re-enter the area. Oh, my camera angle is all done for. Jeebus. And he just disappears right after, which makes no sense. Alright. I think that's the same guy. I swear he's following me. What time do we have? No, no! We got like 10 minutes, so I'll probably stop here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so I'll show you, yeah, you can figure that out for yourself with the bosses, but I'll show you the next area, and I'll just kind of pass through it. It's actually really nice. And from here, I can do like a 10-minute thing of battles, and show you what's what, hopefully. Because we've been having problems with the PlayStation connection. This is the Bird Caller's Outpost. Get a lot of really nice looking area. I like this big area right here. I'm just running away from the NPCs. So you got people fighting. Ooh, okay, so this is one of the bosses. That must be a player. Yeah, that's a player. This one is a bad guy. This is a boss. So I'm actually helping them out. Please stop punching me. How about we take a breather here? Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, guys. Y'all want to fight each other? Go for it. See, and this is like spectating a fight. You always pick him up after the fight, but he's not gonna. He just runs. Oh. Yeah, that's okay. I guess we got a lot of stingy players, because normally what they do is they don't do that for sure. They'll be there. You bow and then you pick them back up. But if they want to do it like that, they can do it like that. So this is the second boss area that I'm heading to right now. Like, we got some stingy players. Normally you do the whole respect thing, but sometimes you get players that don't understand it. And then you'll get to see my butt whooped after this, for sure. So yeah, the bosses will appear like this. You press on this, and right now it says cannot, because this is two bosses in one fight. And you have to be Combat Trials level 50, and currently I'm Combat level Trials 20. And this character looks very serious. Oh, jeez. Alright. Oh, he's going all low. I see that. He was practicing on that stuff. Okay, yeah. Hold up. Back up. Back up, boy. I see what you're doing. Oh. Yep. And then you... we're gonna go ahead and go into combat trials and launch this. I don't know how laggy it might be, or may or not be. Hopefully we get a session. We got about 8 minutes. That's enough time. Every fight lasts about a minute anyway, so you'll get to see enough. Alright. Who we up against? Please don't be Prestige. Okay. That's good. See, always give him respect. Gives you performance points. Yeah, he's using that same style I got. See, he should be connecting. I've been backing up. And that's my downside. See, like, I would be winning this match, to be honest. But my problem is I'm lagging. And I can't exit the video. So, no, that's a bad move, buddy. You want to start doing that stuff. See, and he shouldn't have been able to do that. That move does not have that kind of length. Move should not be having that kind of effect. See, and every time every time, I hate it when I lag. I get no respect. I should not have to lose 3-0. Oh, he's one of those guys. Yeah, you're one of those guys. See, I should be dodging and blocking, but it's not letting me. And it's not letting me move. It's not letting me do any punches or moves or nothing. See, I can't move. It's not letting me do anything. I can't move. And this is what I'm gonna hate about this. So I can't really show you a good like example because I'm gonna lag every single time. And that's the part I hate about Absolver. Like, that's the one thing, is I lag every single time, and it sucks so much. Can't stand it. It gets me so bad. It's the worst freaking thing in the world. You go into combat and everything's messed up, and you can't feel the connection that you like of the kicks and punches and stuff. And I couldn't move. Like, every time I was blocking, I would dodge. It wouldn't let me do that. It was actually stopping me from punching and stuff. And normally it doesn't do that. It'll let you punch and it'll let you do like fake outs and stuff. But it was so lagged that it wouldn't let me do it. And I can't exit this game. Well, let me sit quick. I think I got enough time for one more fight. probably get my butt wiped to the floor like every other time. Normally I don't, but what's been happening is it'll have me play against prestige players, and these players have already gone through and beaten stuff, and they've got like gold and silver on their